92.9 KJEE. Santa Barbara's Modern Rock. Phat J, and starting off the show in a very weird way. Weird meaning that usually we're short and sweet, Francois and Samir, but today we're just going to hang out and talk with you guys from Young the Giant. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Give you a little fake crowd noise. So you guys are in town. You're playing the Majestic Ventura Theater tonight. Tickets available on ticketweb.com. And would you say that your new album, Mind Over Matter, is a step away from your sound from your first album?
Perhaps. I feel like it's still within the same, big space of what Young the Giant is.
Right.
But I think we're just kind of, trying to step and widen that, that boundary.
With most new bands, your first album, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, here's my chest, I'm wearing my heart on my sleeve, my shirt is off, here I am. And you're like, stab me, poke me, say what you can. And once you get through that as a band, you're like, okay, second album, it's kind of, it's time to pull our pants down and go, yeah, that's right. Check this out. That's exactly how I felt about It's About Time. That's all.
That's how we felt, actually.
That's what I'm saying, First
Yeah.
album, let's wear our hearts on our sleeves. Second album, let's show them what we got.
Let's whip them out.
And tonight, obviously your set's going to be a lot of some of your old stuff and mostly new stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be an adventure tonight. It's actually our first show.
First show of the tour.
Yeah.
And you guys are touring with Cayucas
Yes.
and Tapioca and the Flea.
Yeah, there's some good buddies of ours from Los Angeles. We figured we'd take them out for a couple of shows.
And you guys are from Orange County. So give us a little brief history of the band. Like, you guys were in Irvine one day and you're like, I would rather play music and not work for the rest of my life. Pretty much.
That was the idea, basically. I mean, initially it was kind of just like we'd get together and we had our old keyboardist parents' house and just making music and having fun, and eventually became more than a hobby. And I think that's when we realized we wanted to start taking this seriously. But I mean, it started as in very pure and innocent fashion, and it was just for the love of it all. And now it's all corrupted and messed up.
Hanging out with Francois and
Giving handies.
Samir of Young the Giant. Okay, so then here we are a couple years later. What went into making your album Mind Over Matter?
We'd finished the first record, and at the time of making the first record, we were 19, 18 years old. And, we'd spent a lot of time on the road. We'd grown up as musicians and as people and as a band, as a unit. So we'd actually always been living with each other, so we figured we'd get another place to be with each other, Palos Verdes, right far, removed from the rest of Los Angeles, and just kind of wrote the record together there. And it was a very meticulous process, and almost too meticulous at sometimes. And I think there was a certain point where we just kind of take a step back and kind of not really overthink things. And I think a good portion of the record is just that material that was just very free for us. So, it's what the record's about.
Their names, Francois and Samir of the band Young the Giant. They're playing tonight at the Majestic Ventura Theater. You can grab your tickets on ticketweb.com.
Yeah.
Cayucas,
Yeah.
Tapioca, and the Flea. Thanks for coming by, guys. I know you guys are in a hurry.
Thanks for having us.
I mean, it really means a lot. We're such a small, tiny station, and you guys are visiting other big radio stations, so we definitely appreciate it.
You have great coffee, so it was chill.
Yeah. Here they are right now, Young the Giant. It's About Time. Their new record, Mind Over Matters, available everywhere. It's KJEE.